Not sure if you've noticed the world seems to be a bit noisy these days. In fact, we are inundated by so much noise, it's actually making our souls sick and our bodies. According to the CDC, continual exposure to noise can cause stress, anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, heart disease, and a whole bunch of other health problems. Both audible noise and also the mental noise, the emotional noise, wrapped up in so much controversy and conflict swirling these days. And while we're often quick to point a finger, the truth is that we ourselves play a part in what creates the noise for ourselves and others. I read something recently that said, somebody's therapist knows your name. Ouch. Because we've all got opinions and voices and hopes and fears, and at times they seem to clash with one another's in both public and private conversations. And we're all out here just being messy humans, And so it just gets noisy. But what if we could find the mute button and just turn off the noise, even temporarily, both intake and output, to embrace some health-restoring silence? Physically speaking, silence is medicine for our bodies, and the regular practice of silence has been proven to have all kinds of benefits, including stimulating brain growth, improving memory, improving sleep, relieving stress, increasing heart health. And spiritually speaking, silence is also medicine for our souls. It tends to the interior space of our hearts and our spirits, that place beyond words where we can sense God more clearly in the quiet. Jesus regularly got away from crowds and noise to practice solitude and silence as a way of connecting undistractedly with the Father. And so we want to practice exactly that today. So I'll invite you to start by closing your eyes right now, sort of silencing the visuals around you. Take a minute to just breathe. Try to shake out any distracting thoughts. And let's look first at intake. So where have you been feeling the noise coming from lately? Where are the loud voices? What's been feeding conflict and unrest in your soul? Where do you maybe need to press the mute button for a little while so you can breathe? Take a minute to just intentionally close those doors and just practice silence right now. Now, keeping your eyes closed, let's talk for a minute about the output side of the equation, the way our voice contributes to the noise. And there's another principle to practicing silence on the output side, and that's the fostering of humility. In the Bible, it says that even when being falsely accused and facing crucifixion, Jesus remained silent and gave no answer. That is a hard one to wrap your head around. In a culture where there's so much more talking than listening, we increasingly feel pressure to posture and position ourselves to make statements about all kinds of issues with our words instead of just with our lives. And we get drawn into wanting to control people and even their perceptions of us. Silence makes us so vulnerable, but it also nurtures humility. And we need that so desperately. And this is probably the harder side of the silence equation. So, with that fair warning, try to dig deep for one more moment of silence here, but this time in the space, consider if there might be ways that you have contributed to any excessive noise in our mutual ecosystem lately. And if there are some ways you might want to consider hitting the mute button even on yourself in the week ahead. So let's go ahead and practice again right now.
You are God in heaven, and here am I on earth. So I let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. Sing that again. You are God in heaven. You are God in heaven, and here am I on earth. So I let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. When I stand in awe of you, yes, I stand in awe of you. And I'll let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. The simplest of all love songs I want to bring to you. So I let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. Oh, yes, I stand in awe of you. Oh, yes, I stand in awe of you. Well, yes, I'll stand in awe of you, stand in awe of you, oh Jesus. Yes, I'll stand in awe of you. And I'll let my words be few. Jesus, I am so in love with you. Yeah, Jesus, I am so in love with you.